Hi friends, this is Manish Pandey. Welcome back to UiPath Forms tutorial series. If you are using this latest version of UiPath Form, you might have noticed that the file folder path component is missing. But don't worry, we have a way to achieve the same functionality. I will show you how to achieve the same functionality in the latest version of UiPath Forms. I will show you how you can work with select files and folders in UiPath Forms. So watch this video till the end and let's get started. Let me show you demo first so that you can understand what I am going to teach you in this video. Let's quickly run this. So I have taken two things here, one to select file path and second to select folder path. If I click on browse a file browser, the select file that window opens and which allows me to choose a file. So if I select anything, then it gives the file path showing in this text box. When I click browse for the select folder path, it lets me pick a folder and the selected folder path is displayed here dynamically. This way we resolved that issue. Now let me show you how to implement this step by step. Let me delete all this first. Now to work with the select file and select folder, first we need to create a form here. Let's give a name, file folder selection form. Let's create it. Now we will take here one table with one row and two columns. Here we'll set condense the size of the table. We'll select this, click save. Let's take text field where we will show the file which is selected. Take it for file path. Go to field key, set it file path and scroll down. Set this label hide label. Now take a button here in the second column. Say select file or browse for file like that. Select the action event, go to field key and it says select file. Let's click save. Now let's modify the same table. Say we need two rows and two columns. We will take one more. We'll do the same things. So we'll copy and paste here basically, and then we'll move this to the another row in the first column. We'll do same thing for this. Copy this component and download like paste below, and we'll move this here. This is for select file, this is for select folder. Change this name. Action is event. Change this to folder. Okay, now we have select file and select folder. Go to this text field, change this to the folder path, field key, folder path. Save it. Now we have two text field, two buttons. Remove this submit button. This is not required for now. Now we will click on this, mouse over on this and click on create trigger. This is for select file trigger. Once user clicks on this select file button, I want to show a window which allows to select a file. That is, we can do using browse for file activity. This is a part of system.activities. Now, using this activity, we can work with the multiple files as well. So it has the capability to select multiple files and also some specific files. If you want users to only select Excel files or PDF files, you can do it from here. Currently, I will take all files. Now, right side, we have the initial disk directory. If you want to set, you can do it. We have option to multi-select. If you check this, it will allow users to select multiple files, and then based on that you will get output here, the multiple files selected. Now we are going to select only one, so I'll create a variable. You can see automatically showing one here, the file, that variable name, and asking me to press a tab here. If you can see this, it is suggesting me to follow that way to create that variable. So I'll just press tab, and you can see here this is created. Same way I can show you for this as well. If I'll click on that, you can see it's showing that selected files as a variable and one tab is required to create a variables. So this is created now. After we selected the files now stored in the variable, I want to show that file path in this text field. So for that, I will take set form values. But before that, I need to show that form to users first so that user can click on these buttons. So first I will take here show form activity. Select that form and continue workflow execution will be on. As we are going to work with the triggers, so I will start this trigger. I will drag and drop this activity run local triggers. This will wait for users to perform any action like click on these buttons or do some changes on that screen. Okay, now after this, once user clicks on that select file, this browse for file, that activity will work, and then it will pass this variable here. If you click on that, so we have two things, file path and folder path. Now this time I want to pass only file path. This is not required for now. Let's save it. If you want to add some log messages, you can add here. Now I will go to the form, click on select folder, create trigger. This is for select folder. Click on that. Now we'll do the same thing. Now this time I want you just to browse for folder. So take this browse for folder, which will allow you just to browse that. It will open a dialog box which allows to select a folder. Okay, so we created this one, selected folder. After that, I will use set form values, and then I will select that form, and from this arguments I will pass selected folder here. So it will set the value to the folder path text box, that is text field. Okay, now I will also take one trigger to close the form so that it can stop the triggers. Quickly I will just click anywhere. Let's say I'll click on this one and I'll say close form trigger. We'll set it here, form closed, and after that I can take close form activity, and then I will also take here stop local trigger. Now let's run this. Okay, now you can see here we have two text fill and then two buttons. One says that select file, second select folder. Okay, now let's click on select file. Once you click on that, select file windows appears here, which allow you to select the file. So I'll select UiPath Forms, and now you can see here it is displaying the file path. Now click on select folder, and you can see here asking you to select the folder. Click on that, and this is the folder path, this is the file path. And that's how you can enable file and folder selection in UiPath Forms 2024.10.5 version, even without the built-in file folder path component. And this approach ensures that the user can select files and folders dynamically within the form. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more UiPath tutorials. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.